Today we're going to be making a book for when we learn about the solar system. And this book isn't going to need any staples or tape or glue, but you're going to need a couple things when you make it. So you are going to need five pieces of paper. It can be any color you want. I'm going to use construction paper. So I've got 4 and I need 1 more. I think I'll use yellow. So I've got 5 pieces of paper right there. So go ahead and get your 5 pieces of paper. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to want a marker. And if you have a ruler, you can grab a ruler, but if not, it's okay. I'll show you what to do without one because I don't have a ruler either. So go ahead and pause the video and go grab those things. And we are going to get started making our social studies book. Now you might want to watch the video all the way through first and then go back and make it. That way, if you mess up, or so you can know what you're supposed to do. So if you mess up, you can go back and redo it, or so you don't mess up in the first place. So we are going to take our 5 pieces of paper. Raise my camera up a little bit. 5 pieces of paper. Stack them all nice and neat together. And we are going to fold them in half hamburger style. I think I want my yellow one to be on the top. So my yellow one's going to be the cover of my book. So it's going to be on the top right there. I'm going to make a nice, good crease on the side. I can take your hand, crease it. You can take your marker if you want. Go along the edge. Just like that. So I've got all 5 of my pieces creased. The next thing you're going to do is we want to cut part of our book, but we don't want to cut too far down. So what we're going to do is take a marker, and you can take off your marker lid. So I need to make a mark that's about 1 inch long. Now about half of my marker lid is 1 inch. So I'm going to line up my marker lid next to my paper, and about halfway down my marker lid, I'm going to make a mark right there, and then I'm going to do it again on this end. So I'm lining up my marker lid, I'm going to make a mark about halfway right there. Then I can put the lid back on my marker. I don't need it anymore. Now you need your scissors. With your scissors, you are going to make a cut right on that marker line. You don't want to make it very big. So mine's not very big. You can see it's just right there. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Right on that marker line, make a little cut. Okay, now all the papers that are inside I'm going to take out and set them over here for later. I just want my top piece. Now with my top piece, I am going to make a cut. So remember I made these cuts where my marker lines were. I don't want to make it too big, so really small. I'm going to cut up. So notice how big my cut is. It's not very big. Going up this way, I'm cutting off part of my paper until I get to that other marker line. So that was how big my piece of paper was, not very big. And when I open it up, I should have a hole in the middle. All right, now my other paper, I'm going back to that. So I can still see those cut lines that I made earlier. This time, I'm going to take my scissors up in the middle of all my papers. So I'm going to have to open them up to get in the middle. And I'm going to cut on the edge just up to that mark right there. So now I've got, they're cut apart right here. Flip it over to the other side and do that same thing. Okay, so now my paper has cuts on either end. Now, I'm going to make my paper go this way, kind of like a burrito. I'm not going to crease it. I don't want to crease it. I'm going to open up my first paper, and I'm going to put this paper, the ones I just cut, in the middle. like this. Okay. And then the cuts I just made are going to line up with the parts of my paper that I cut earlier. So now I've got those in the middle. And then I've got a nice, neat book for my solar system, just like that. Now, if you need to rewatch how to make that book, I want you to go back and rewatch it as many times as you need so you don't mess up. But this is going to be the book we're going to take notes in for our solar system. So you want to give it a nice cover on the front. And mine is going to say, my solar system. And I'm kind of doing some fun letters on mine, but you can just use normal handwriting. My solar system. My solar system book. And I can even decorate the outside of it if I want to. I'm just going to put some dots on mine just because I don't want to go too crazy. And then, of course, I need to put my name on it. So down here at the bottom, I'm going to put by Miss Shanklin. Oh, and I think I want some dots to go up this side too. And there you go. So this is the book we're going to use to take notes in all week about the different parts of our solar system. So make sure you have this finished. And when you're done, you can post a video, or not a video, a picture of it on Canvas. You don't have to go through the whole book. Just take a picture of your book and the cover. All right. Good luck.